This is Latin bringing you episode 10 for Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. Last time we were reviewing that the skulls are not as immortal as they seem, and now we're going to be going ahead and doing a new mission. It's going to be mission or episode 3, mission 3, A Hero's Way. I do apologize, I said episode 1 last time for the last video, Phantom Limbs, and actually prologue is the first mission, or episode 1. Episode 2 is the Phantom Limbs. So I just need to make a correction that we are in episode 3 of Metal Gear Solid 5, A Hero's Way. And basically here we need to extract a highly secure soldier, something to that effect. I lose track of these side quests sometimes, so I do apologize about that. But one of the things that I do want to mention out, as soon as you begin this mission, you just want to stop and listen. Yes, I just said it. Stop and listen to your surroundings, because there is going to be something very important that you're going to be hearing, and you definitely want to filter it out so that you can have it on your side. So definitely, please, as soon as you begin this mission, it's going to be episode 3, A Hero's Way. Just stop and listen to your surroundings, okay? Listening to your surroundings is very key in this game, but especially in this beginning mission. So I'll let you listen to this.
Medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plans list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too.
Marker placed.
Did you hear that? That's exactly what you want to be looking for in this particular mission. You want to keep an eye on, or keep an ear on, that sound.
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss? Roger that. We'll pick him up.
So that little mutt that you saw right there is what I like to call D-Dog. That is D-Dog. Just to mess around, I call him mutt every time I see him. He's so tiny. Eventually he will grow up to be one of your buddies that you can take on missions. Just like D-Horse, he will eventually, the more you use him, he'll unlock other abilities that will be very useful when you're going on your missions. And depending which type of mission you're going, that will affect which buddy you may want to take in. These sandstorms, I love them to death. It makes my life a whole lot easier. So every time that there's a sandstorm, I do want to go ahead and jump and take advantage of it. Pretty sure some of you guys are asking, what is that big gold shield right behind you? Basically, once you go to Mother Base, you can customize Solid Snake, not Solid Snake. I do apologize about that. Punish Venom Snake, he's fully customizable. So you're gonna be wanting to switch things up with him and take don't show too much of that on my videos because it is very time consuming and that will extend every episode to a bazillion, and I really want to keep it centered in the action of the game as closely as possible. I'll probably do one video just strictly on customization and then continue doing other episodes on the actual gameplay of the game, but if I did that, then it would be crazy. For every time that I go into a mission, change loadouts, so basically you have up to 3 loadouts that you can have, just like any action game, especially multiplayer game, that you have a lot of loadouts. For example, Call of Duty, Battlefield. People that play those games will be very familiar with that, having different loadouts. So basically this game gives you 3 different loadouts that you can have set up depending however you want to do it. Right now mine is kind of stealthy action, I just want to say. Mostly stealthy, but if things get a little hairy, I do have my gloves that I take off and hand situation. So basically you have 3 different loadouts that you can have set up. So you want to quickly do upgrades, not too quickly because of course you want to expand mother base. By expanding mother base, you will be able to have access to better equipment. So I'm not focusing too much on the equipment, I'm just upgrading the basics. That way I can, sort of do my missions. Later on I do run into a little bit of trouble, so eventually you want to upgrade some of the equipment to different things or unlock better weapons. But I'm just going to be upgrading the basics for now.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I'm pretty sure that I mentioned this before, but dang, Metal Gear Solid 5 is pretty impressive to look at. Basically, I'm heading around the path. You don't want to stay on the road because sometimes they do have their own surveillance vehicles around. So basically, I like to go around as much as I can. That way, I have to avoid as much conflict as possible.
You've arrived at the objective. Your target should be somewhere in that outpost. And don't forget, he has a Spetsnaz recon detail with him. Keep your guard up.
You have arrived at your destination.
destroy that, or turn it off to shut off all the lights and surveillance cameras in the outpost. But of course, the enemy will realize something's up. If you're gonna do it, be quick.
Когда был еще ребенок. Что? Моего двоюродного брата спрашивал правильно организатора. Он бесплатно по имени играет где-то в Украине. А он идет в Латвию. А можно мне менять? Все, сначала я это сделал. Я теперь ему завидую.
Start by heading for Calais. Check your map for the location. The target is camped out in that village, dressed as an ordinary soldier. Assets will raise our GMP.
Just to show you a little bit how diverse Metal Gear Solid 5 could be. I have a pretty wild imagination that right now, the target that I'm trying to look for is going to be inside this building. And of course, it wasn't in the first floor. So I'm guessing it's going to be on this second floor right here. But as you can see, it's heavily fortified, making my assumption seem a little bit realistic. So I decided to head up the stairs to take care of this guard first of all, but I'm still looking around to see if I see my target. And right here, I decided to go up, And I'm gonna be taking down this fool right here. He did not see it coming. Nope. So I take him down. Now this next part is interesting. Like I told you, basically what you do to some of the targets will alert enemy comrades to come. So as you can see, enemy is coming through, but I hear movement. So I'll let you listen to that. Bam! There is my target. He heard. He was downstairs. He heard. So he's coming to investigate the situation, which is perfect. Once again, showing you how diverse the game is. I could have gone in, most likely would have ended up getting an alert, since he's probably hiding right behind the door or something. So I went upstairs, hit the guard, and bam, there we go. Now I'm having an issue because now this guard over here, he could kind of spot where I am, so I'm going to wait for him to decide to move. So then later on I can make my move. You would think the first time around you would have learned this lesson, but you didn't. So now I have to improvise, and this is how I decided to improvise. I'm going to be throwing some smoke. Just to give me a little bit of cover, that way I can make my move. And as you can see, it's working out beautifully for me. Yeah, I do highly recommend having the smoke grenade. Every time that I've been in a pinch, it has helped me tremendously. There's a guard right there. I'm trying to avoid him as best as possible. Wait for that smoke grenade. Bam. And I make my move.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Please select a support helicopter requested.
One thing that you may want to do, you may want to call your helicopter a little bit before arriving to your rendezvous point, because of course, until you don't level it up, it's going to take a while, and especially if you're in a tight spot, high alert, you want to make sure to call your helicopter as soon as you can. That way when you arrive, they're already waiting and expecting you. You won't have to wait.
Departing area of operations.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete, boss.
So some of you may be wondering, what exactly do you get from playing Ground Zero to the Phantom of Pain? Well, some of the people that you rescue will be transferred over from Ground Zero to Phantom of Pain. So you definitely want to be doing that, like I mentioned previously. One of the things that you'll see that I unlocked was Hideo Kojima in the flesh. Yes, definitely unlock him. So he's going to be showing up in the next few minutes that you'll be seeing shortly here. Special volunteers. Bam, S-rank. So definitely something that's going to be very useful in Intel. So that's where I'm going to be assigning him once I unlock Maloney's Intel. So I'm going to be putting him there. So some of the people will be transferring over. I think missions 3 through like 7 is when they slowly start trickling in. Some of the people that you rescued from Ground Zero. But definitely having an S rank is highly useful, so thank you Kojima for being S rank. So I have that there. I think there's like a total of 7 or 10 that you can unlock from Ground Zero. That will be very, very useful. I think that's the soldier that I extracted. The mission was to kill him. And I actually extracted him, so he was in A rank. So if you're doing this mission, try not to kill that soldier. Sometimes it's good to fire order because you unlock special characters that way, or elite characters as well. There was one mission where I was supposed to take out a soldier, and it turned out to be an elite soldier. So good thing that I didn't take him out. So I always want to thank you guys for the support. Facebook, YouTube, PlayStation Network, and Twitch at Latin Empire 787. Thank you for watching, and be waiting for that